Hey everybody, this is Coach Jay, and today we are going to discuss how to build a list in Apollo.io. I've been with Apollo for a great while, and Apollo.io is a cold email marketing AI outbound engine. Okay, they have evolved over the years. I have been with them for, like I said, for a minute. I've had clients to use this. I've had clients to actually get leads from this system. And so I just wanted to kind of talk about how to build a list because I do believe that with the world, the way that it's going, and so many entrepreneurs are still making it happen. And I wanted to kind of support you all and to get you to start thinking about, like, you need all engines firing, right? And this is not to say there's 100% guarantee, but it'll at least get you in front of people that you would probably normally not come across on a daily basis, right? And so Apollo.io is, in my humble opinion, is a lot more user friendly than, like Instantly and some of the others. Again, again, and if you hear me kind of scoffing a little bit, y'all, I caught a little bit of cold from my daughter, so excuse me if I sound like ugh. Okay. But again, let me go back to Apollo. This is all about B2B, right? So it's B2B prospecting. Okay. So this video, again, is not about how to set up Apollo.io. I just wanted to kind of give you some generalities over Apollo before we really get knee deep into building a list. So again, if you are interested in signing up or looking at it for yourself, definitely look in the link in the description box. And it has a link there, and you can click on it and just check it out for yourself and see if it makes sense for your business. I'm going to go over the pricing real quick because I know that's very important to a lot of people. Again, I know that's important. And of course, they always show the annual billing. This is how it looks if you want to do annual, but if you want to do monthly, this is what it will look like. So you get, they do have a free account. Oop. Let me go ahead and put my battery. Okay, so yeah, because we're not editing that out. We're just going to show the realness, right? So anyway, we're back, and there is a free version. Of course, you only get 100 credits a month, 2,500 credits a month for $59, and you get the 2 sequences. I do have the $99 account where I get unlimited sequences. I always tell people, like, I have this thing where if I'm in business, I don't like hold back on myself. Like, give me all the unlimited, okay? Because why am I 2 sequences? What is that, right? Let's go unlimited because I bet on myself, okay? And if I can't bet on myself, who can I bet on? Okay, anyway. So they have pre-built advanced reports. They have AI research intelligence, automated workflows, 5 mailboxes per user. So basically what that means is I can use 5 emails, right? A US dialer. And that's, of course, you can dial out anybody in the US. It's a US based company. Enrichment data for CRM. So they have CRM integration. So if you have HubSpot and all that, definitely look at that. And it does have prospecting, Gmail, and Salesforce extension. So as you can see up top right here, that's where I can like parse people's information into a list. Okay. So let's go ahead and, and if you're interested in, signing up for Apollo, look in the link in my description. There's a link there you can review for yourself, and it makes sense for you and your business. Definitely sign up. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and I could just kind of move that part around, but this is the inside of Apollo, and we're just going to like start a whole new list. As you can see, I got some lists here. And what we're going to do is click on right here on the right, create a new list. And because it's about to be September, we're just going to call it September 2025 list. And I am actually going to do company, and we are going to select filters. Okay, so as you can see, they have all of these filters. That's one of the things I like about the higher up plans because you're not restricted on filters. So they have like funding. You can look up how much revenue they brought in, job postings, if they have any job postings on LinkedIn. Let's see here, source. Um, let's see here, the owner of the company, if you will. Oh, I'm sorry, not owner, but whoever owns. Let me see. I think it's oh yeah, the so me. So anybody that's in the you like in the account, um, they would have ownership of that account if that makes sense. Let's see. So sequence, all that kind of stuff. What sequences are these like particular companies are already in Apollo? But we're going to start a brand new list, right? So the company. So if you have a specific company that you want to tackle, you can put it there. But let's say you want a series, and I'm going to say let's act as if right we're in. I'm going to say Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay, so I like to do location first just so I can see like what. So Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm sorry. I clicked on it way too fast. Charlotte. Okay, there we go. Okay, obviously, right off the bat, we have 33,000 companies, right, that are in Charlotte. Okay. Now, because we want to kind of do some B2B work and like we don't mind going after the big boys, right? But let's say we just trying to get a pipeline of people that we don't have to, what is it called? Go up so many steps up, right? Because the bigger the company, the longer you may have to wait on some things. And you really have to have those like deep relationships. So I'm going to tackle the ones that have staff or headcount, right? So we're looking at, I mean, we could totally do one, but let's do 11 to 20, let's do 21 to 50, let's do 51 to 100, and I'm even going to go as far as 100 to 200, okay? Now let me take that out. I'll do up to 100 employees, okay? Um, And so this will give us a chance to go after a very concentrated list. Okay. So it's going to get narrower. So we're going to do, let's see, industries. Let's look at, okay, so let's go after tech, right? Let's go after, we're not necessarily, let me see, we're going to do all like the techies. Um, let's do health, wealth, and fitness. Like some of the industries that are doing actually okay right now. And you see, I didn't put healthcare, right? So there's a difference. Like hospitals and stuff. I didn't go after those. So a lot of people are taking their health into their own hands due to a lot of changes that's happening. Um, Education management is probably a good one. Um, Financial services. So now, I think this is a pretty decent list to start. Okay. So obviously, this list is very small. You're probably like, Jay, what the heck? But it gives you a very concentrated amount of people to focus on, and then you can expand out. Because I think what happens is that we get a list of people and we get these big lists, like 3,000 people, and then we abandon the list because we're not working on the list, right? So we need to like get very concentrated and wear out these lists, okay? So let's go after the title. So I am, because this is a good concentrated list, I do believe that you can go to the top faster. So for example, we can go to the founder. Let's see. You can founder CEO, you could do CEO. The managing director. Okay. You see how the list came down? And then we could do COO maybe. Okay, so this is the only thing though, right? is that you may pull up different people, but the same company. And let's see, there is a way to rid those out. Let's see. So what I'm going to do, I know there's a way. I'm going to look at that in just a second. Headcount growth. I think that's also a good way to kind of see how active they are, because growth is always good. Oh, they added on some new ones. See, I like this. B2B, that's so cool. So if I click B2B, look at that. If I click FinTech, wow. SaaS. Okay, so nothing really changed. When I click consulting, the numbers went up. I'm just going to click out of these just for the heck of it, just so we can let's just see what we come up with. Okay. But like I said, definitely I'm going to take the COO out, because what I want is to get straight to the head. These companies are smaller. And as you can see, the number of employees, you see 41, you see 75, you see 23, you see 43, 64, etc. So these businesses probably have a little bit more like straight to the person, like straight to the contact people. And so you can include them in different sequences. Things like that. So I think that's all. Lookalikes. I love that. Okay, so we're just going to select all, apply. We're going to start off with these and add to a list. And then create. Okay. So this is completed. So let's go ahead and refresh this list. But I just okay. So now we have created a list of companies to go after. Okay, so what you would do is that you basically go through these companies, and I'm not going to pull up their information, but there's so much. See, as you can see, CEO. You can find out more about the company, so that if you want to create a cold email to these people, then that way you can kind of use the data that's here. Like, for example, WYTV7 community broadcasters. I mean, it's for educational videos, but it is a nonprofit, seems like. And then what you can do is look at some of the latest happenings that's going on here at this company. Let's see here. Take note of news. So there's no updates. Let's see, technologies, employee trends. Like, they've added some headcount, seem like. That's cool. Look like they're going heavy on marketing. So yeah, but that is a way for you to build a list with Apollo. Let me know if you have any questions down below.